Hello and welcome to Smartphone Tycoon TM, a game all about making the latest and the greatest smartphone gadgets around. And you can tell that we mean business. We've got our big old boardroom with the fancy executive chairs right beside our big bad book of business knowledge or something like that. So it's time to pick up the pencil and create a new game. Our company needs a name, a bold, modern, flashy name to really drive home how amazing our smartphones are. That's why our bold new endeavor will be called Totally Good Smartphones Inc. The incorporated is incredibly important, makes us seem professional, and I'm sure it means something. And it's with great pleasure that I introduce you to the Totally Good Smartphones Incorporated office space. That wasn't a mouthful at all. We need to abbreviate it somehow. TGS Inc? Yes, TGS Incorporated. There you go. That sounds professional. Well, here at TGS Inc., we have our lovely potted plants. One big, one small, and of course, our assorted collection of colored cards. An essential for every workspace. Now, there's no remote working going on. We just haven't hired any employees. And we probably should, because I feel like they're important in the whole creation of a smartphone business. And considering how 2.5 months have passed in the last minute and a half, I really think we should get going, because time really chaps on here. They're really trying to rush us along. It's already cost us $2 million in rent. I've only said hello. How expensive is this office? It cost me $2 million. Christ. So, here is Daniel Miller. He's from Great Britain. He's 28 years old. He has 7 years experience. He's very talented in design and technology and has a 1 out of 10 rating. He does have a slightly weird picture, but that is nothing compared to Victor Gilmore's picture. Now, I'm no expert in the whole matter of CVs, but I don't think putting a picture of you working out is quite the best idea. He's Russian. He's 33 years old. He has 4 years experience, and he somehow got an 8 out of 10 rating. He's better than our boy Daniel. I don't know how he's managed that. He also costs me 10.5 grand a month. Victor is expensive. Holy heck, Victor. No wonder you don't have a good picture. Your salary tells all, doesn't it? Our next possible employee is a bit weird. Their name is 0, their country is 0, they're 0 years old, they have 0 experience, and they're 0 out of 10. So really, they're quite atrocious, and I don't think they actually exist, but they're free, $0 a month. I'm not gonna lie, I feel like hiring someone who doesn't exist is probably not the greatest way to go with our new company. Robert here just has such a good style, and I just need to hire him. Look at how smart he is. Totally not because he's wearing yellow, because yellow is the best color ever. And as our third employee, let's get Miss Lucy Day here from Japan, because we seem to be getting people from all around the world at this point. Russia, Italy, and Japan. The travel costs to work every day will be insane already. There's Victor, Robert, and Lucy. They've settled in nicely. To be honest, he looks a little uncomfortable there, very honestly. Not even a natural angle to be sat at? Are you sure that's comfortable, man? That looks horrible. It's time to create a smartphone. That's what we're here for, after all. Let's create the good phone. We want to make sure that everyone is well aware of just how good our smartphones are. So what can we do here? Oh, wow, we can make it mildly wider. Oh, ho, ho. That's about it. But wait for this. You can make it taller. Yes, that's what we're here for, I think. I really thought we'd be able to do slightly more and make it 1 millimeter wider. How exciting. Ah, but we can make it a color. We can make our smartphone yellow. Isn't the whole design by Apple California thing kind of copyrighted or something? I feel like that might be illegal. And to finish it off, we've got ourselves a fingerprint sensor. Now we require a processor. You know, it's kind of important. It makes the whole phone work. We have processors from Intel, MediaRek, NVIDIA Tegra, Qualcomm, Exynos, and Kirin. Talk about a shameless rip-off of a real-world brands. I have never in all my life heard of any of these brands. So that's it. We can create the smartphone. This whole process seems to be taking a while. An awful lot of loading involved. Oh, hey, they're making a smartphone. Ah, the wonders of modern technology. One thing I find especially interesting is that this office appears to have mirrors for windows. I'm mildly worried they're those kind of double-sided mirrors. You know, the ones where there's one guy on one side who spies on you while you have absolutely no idea on the other. I feel like we're on the other side, except they don't really reflect the workers. I mean, I know working for the company might make you hollow and empty, but I didn't think it made you completely invisible. And somehow we have 141 fans already. Oh, add 78 to that. It's here, it's yellow, and we brought it to market. So what does this cool slider do? Ooh, it makes those bars move up and down. So this is how many copies of the phone we want to make, how much it's going to cost us, and how much money we actually have. So we can risk it all by spending all of our money on a smartphone, or none at all. Do we go for the full 65969? I think we do. The good phone's gotta do good, or we're bankrupt, which is a more problematic situation, to be honest. Oh, hello, who are you? You've got our first feedback for the good phone. See, whenever you refer to it, it's always a good phone, so the reviews always have to be good. Apparently it's too fit. Oh, sorry, we can't control that apparently, so out of my control. So on this weird version of Twitter, we got a 6 out of something. Probably 10. I imagine it's 10. Look at us go. We're making money. We're making the bank. I'm not actually too sure. I don't know how much money we actually spent on making the phone. I don't know if 11 million pounds is good or bad. I mean, if I had 11 million in real life, I would be laughing. But I guess to Google or whatever, that's not really much money. We have lost fans. I don't know how we got fans in the first place, but we're losing them now. Like YouTube all over again. All our fans are leaving us. What have I done to disappoint you? I'm so sorry, guys. Well, the good phone didn't make any profit at all whatsoever. So we're doing good. It would appear that the good phone was just not good enough. It didn't have enough oomph, enough uniqueness. So that's where the gooder phone comes into play. It does everything the good phone does, but gooder. They wanted a wide phone, they'll be getting a wide phone. A chunky phone. Hey look, turns out you can add your own logo onto the phone. It's the Falsey phone. To be very honest, I wouldn't put my name on this piece of junk. I'm not very proud of it. Now we can move these things around. We can move the fingerprint sensor wherever we like. We can put the fingerprint sensor at the bottom of the phone. We can move the camera wherever we want. It can be on the left-hand side of the bottom of the phone, which is of course the best place for any phone camera to be located, right beside the fingerprint sensor. Does of course give our logo pride of place at the very top of the screen. So I would say I'm incredibly proud of that design. It is 100% ready for consumers. Gotta charge a big premium as well. We put an awful lot of work into that. It seems the game has a news section. It's actually quite boring. It's really just telling you all the new processors, or at least the fake processors at that. You can tell it's high quality by the fact it's cut off at the bottom. Well, that was a waste of time. My full confidence goes in the gooder phone. It will be the most successful phone ever. It will have the highest budget ever. We will sell all of them. I'm sure of it. 100% certain. Put my entire reputation on this. I really hope this doesn't fail. What is the feedback? Feedback is mediocre. They didn't hate it though. Despite where we put the camera, they didn't hate it. They actually complained about the battery and the volume buttons. You really didn't complain about the camera, guys? Or the fingerprint sensor? No? 5 out of 10. I'll take it. We're making money as well. 18 million. And look at that. I placed my reputation on it and it worked out. I didn't have a reputation, but that doesn't matter. You know what this proves? We can sell them anything. We can put whatever we want, wherever we want, and it seems to lap it up. In fact, if we just put the volume buttons higher, that'll be a 10 out of 10. Instantly. We don't even need to move the camera. This cannot be right. We spent 125 million pounds. Putting the camera in the wrong place made us more money. We made the wrong phone. That shouldn't work that way. Well, since we're now a very successful, very rich mobile phone company, I think it's time to move out of the slightly creepy offices we appear to own. An office update it is. And it only costs us £1 million. Really? We have 125 million. Well, that's an anticlimax. We just got a slightly longer version of the same office. We just broke the wall in the back down. In fact, that's the same potted plant. I have lost my assorted colors of card though. That's slightly depressing. Did you all used to have walls? I feel like you're being more antisocial. You know, I think we can stretch the budget. I think we can go for a bigger office, a better office. And would you look at that? We've got printers, which are probably pointless in computer programming, but it doesn't matter. We spent money on them. It cost us £5 million. I'm gonna own it and be proud of it. We also have a clock, which appears to say the time is 25:20. It's such an error-free game, isn't it? We need a new smartphone. The gooder phone was revolutionary, but we need our second revolutionary moment. We don't track you. TM. I'm curious how much they'll buy into it. If they'll buy a phone with a camera in the wrong place, will they buy a phone that obviously tracks you? Because I wouldn't. Of course, we've got to move our buttons. That was the main complaint last time around. So, you know, the power button can be down here, and the volume buttons can be right there. Ideal placement. Very ergonomic for somebody. Gotta put our logo pride in place in the middle. Gonna add those ugly communication lines. And this weird half dark yellow, half bright yellow fading thing, which looks absolutely atrocious. And the camera right in the center. Right on top of the logo. We may as well add some people to help Victor, Robert, and Lucy out. Wait a second. Victor! We just hired you. Why are you here again, Victor? You're worse as well. You were 9 out of 10 last time, and you were more expensive. Okay, I'm intrigued. I'm gonna hire Victor again. I want to know, will I get a second Victor, or is Victor just going to get better at his job? Or is Victor just trying to extort us for $5,000 a month? I feel like it's probably the third one. I should probably pay more attention to these CVs, but to be honest, I'm just slapping higher on whatever one comes across my desk first. Probably a bit of an unfair way to do it, but who gives a damn? And with all that extra manpower, we're really getting through the new phone. We got a higher rating, but still the volume buttons are too low. slow somehow. But it's a good smartphone, and they've become a fan. 6 out of 10. We made a success. Well, after that success, we've doubled our money. We're at 400 million. So if we can get to 1 billion, we can double that again. We get 2 billion, again, 4 million, and on, and on, and on, and we could be very, very famous. Just imagine 30 billion into 60 billion. We'd be the new Jeff Bezos. So if making it blatantly obvious that we steal your data, blatantly obvious that we don't want you to take a photo, and moving the volume buttons to obscene angles doesn't make you want to not buy the phone, how about if we make it blatantly obvious that we save all your information? Surely they won't buy it now, I hope. You know, I'm beginning to think all these wildly big numbers in the colored circles don't actually mean anything. We had the same rating when these numbers were 4 and 7, and we have the same rating when they're several 100,000. It's even better. They all love it. Not a negative word on fake Twitter at all. Although it's still to get a 6 out of 10. I'm not too sure how that works out. The maths checks out. We're at nearly 1 billion. Well, I guess that means the maths nearly checks out, but it's close enough. I found a new button, and it allows us to make our own operating system. And not only that, we can make money from selling that as well. And the more money, the better. Now, to follow our traditions, we'll have to call it the Goodness OS, which for some reason is not on the same font as anything else in the entire game. We're gonna breeze past that bug, and all it'll take is 1,000 blue circles, and we'll have our own operating system. This may take a while, and 20 minutes later, it's been completed. This game is so slow. And there it is, the Goodness OS. Oh my goodness. I apologize for the pun. Our own phone, our own OS. We're turning into Apple. Terrific. Oh, we're about to hit it. We've got it. 1 billion. We've done it. I think it means it's time for a celebration. Let's spoil ourselves with a new office. Hey, look at that. We've got laptops now, and big circular chairs with cushions. We're moving up in the world, and these rather odd mushroom-shaped stools. They look really ugly, actually. You know what? Let's keep going. 25 million. Let's go. Oh my word, they gave us pictures of cats. We've even got a photocopier. And the good old colored cards back. I think we can just keep going, Fo. What does 50 million pounds get you? It appears to get you hollow green people. Are you okay, guy? You good? Are all these moves having a slight effect on you? You don't seem to be quite human anymore. And you're halfway to being green, whatever that is. I'm not too sure. Maybe working next to the plants isn't quite so good for your health. I'm curious how far this goes, because we've gone for about 10 of these now. Surely this must end at some point. Now, we may have lost the cats, but now we've got cool shapes on the walls. Yeah, no, the cats were better. Let's go again. 75 million gets us a rather weird shape. Still no cats, though. But 100 million, well, that gets us this abhorrent mess. And that's as high as we can go. We can't get any more offices. So they've taken my cats away, they've taken my colored card away. They've given us even more mirrors and some cool chairs that say yes. Yes, I hate this office, would be how I'd use them. Well, if we're gonna fill these chairs, we need to hire some employees. And we'll use my expert filtering system of hiring every single person in the order that I find them. Considering there's 202 of them, this may take a while. Everyone's there, they've all got a desk, they've all got a chair, and they're all probably pretty depressed. Hey-ho, let's make a new phone. That seems like an appropriate name for the phone. Now, if they want width, they'll get width. That was their first complaint, and it'll be their last. Now, that is a wide phone. Some would say too wide, but I say just wide enough. And why have one camera when you can have 4? In a line or in a square? Why don't we put that there? That seems like a good position. And let's just put a white bit there, because that's not ugly. Not at all. So, let's see if making it blatantly obvious that we have a horrible smartphone and a horrible company will make them not buy the phone. Oh, hello. What's this? Do you want to hold a presentation? Why, yes, I do. Welcome to the Totally Good Smartphone Inc. presentation for a brand new smartphone. Yes, much innovation. It's going to revolutionize the industry. Well, I don't think it's going to do that. No. This is, we literally sell your texts. Oh, I like the epic introduction for that. Oh, look at that. 21 battery. I don't know what that means. What does that mean? 21 battery? Did we put 21 individual AAAs in there? Okay, we're just going to count all the way up. Slowly. Is this meant to build suspense or something? Kind of having the opposite effect. It's just mind-numbingly boring. I think the phone is like $2,000. This may take a while. Yep, we're still going. We've blasted past 1,000 and we're still not slowing down. Finally, it's finished. It's stopped. Really? This phone only has 1 gigabyte of storage? That can't be right. Let's see what the reviews say. It's a 6 out of 10. Everything we've ever made has been a 6 out of 10 so far. We've never not been mediocre. Whoa, it's a waste of money. Hey. That hurts a bit too much. We can spend 33.5 million pounds in marketing, though. I wonder how many fans that'll get us. Wow, we spent 30 odd million pounds for 230 fans. I can't help but feel like we wasted our money there. Like, that's a lot of money. We could have spent that on, like, helping the poor or something. Well, I think we've done everything we can do as a smartphone company. We've managed to prove that you can put literally anything in front of a customer and they will buy it. And the fact that this is a very buggy and broken game, although we kind of knew that to begin with. It has somehow crashed 17 times during me recording this. Anytime I get over the 1.1 billion pounds mark, the game just crashes. It's done. It's dead. Doesn't matter what you do. Well, there you go. That's the end of our crappy mobile tycoon company. Probably better it died. They were kind of horrible to everyone, and we probably broke a lot of privacy laws. I'm not sticking around for the court cases.